Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the widely imitated, never duplicated Backwards Hat Productions and our presentation of the Ram Series Narrative Coffee Crate Late Models from tonight at the Irwindale Speedway, Irwindale, California. Got a special guest up here in the booth with me tonight. Hadn't seen him in a while. Terry Mason, how are you tonight, brother?
Doing good, buddy. I'm glad to be back up here in the booth. Doing a lot of racing lately and just trying to get some stuff done around the house, so I've missed being up here.
Well, we've got about 21 bad, fast crate late models set to do battle tonight here at the Irwindale Speedway. And Robbie, as you and I both know, this half-mile speedway here can provide a fair share of excitement, so I think tonight it's a safe bet that with everybody running the top right up against the wall, sometimes the White Castles are going to be the only way to make a pass.
That's true. I can't answer for Robbie, but I'll answer for myself. Yeah, I mean, this is always a great place. I enjoy running here myself, and I think we're going to see a lot of good passing today. We were talking earlier. I would not be surprised to see some people diving down deep into turn one, try to claim a position up on the high side, and hopefully they can clear each other without putting each other in a wall. So definitely think that's going to be happening a lot tonight.
I didn't realize until you started talking that I had called you Robbie, so we might have to start a ticker tonight on that, as my bad completely. Nonetheless, though, here we go. We're going to get set to go qualifying. After qualifying, we're going to get a talk with last week's winner. I'll pull that picture up now. Give you an indication. If you weren't here, you saw Josh Hart put on a commanding performance, picking up the win at Five Flags Speedway. We'll take a look at the point standings as well. As you see, Russell Brown still on top, but virtue of his win last week, Josh Hart knocking at the door, Terry, with only a few weeks left to go here. Points battle is starting to heat up.
Yeah, I'm glad you're actually showing that. I've not been able to keep up too much with what's going on with the points with this with this series, and it's definitely close, and we've got a lot of great drivers out here.
A lot of great drivers indeed. You're fixing to get to see all of them try to capture tonight's Quick Time Award. The Quick Time Award, as always, presented by Midwest Power Source Incorporated. 21 drivers, only one of them going to pick up that prestigious award and the bonus points that go along with it. So, gonna be an exciting show. Buckle up, tune in as we get set to go here. There you're going to see some names you know throughout this field. One of them being that car that's on your screen right now. That's the 90 car of Clayton Kurtz out of Illinois.
Yeah, I've actually noticed a couple folks on here that I remember seeing in other divisions for the Ram Series. Of course, you know, Joey, Clayton, Kyle himself, Blake Heather. Definitely see some familiar names, so that's going to help me out a lot tonight.
There's been no shortage of action throughout this series, as week in, week out, it's just one of the best series around short track wise. Kyle Ramsey really hit the nail on the head with this one. So I would expect no different tonight, as it's definitely going to shape up to be a good one.
Oh, I agree. Like I said, I'm always been a huge fan of this track, so I kind of wish I was down there with these guys, but I'm glad I'm up here with you.
Yeah, definitely. So tonight, I feel like the seat up in the booth could be one of the better ones to have. As I'm like you, Terry. I like this place and I respect the Irwindale Speedway and the track that it is, but that's never really transpired into good runs for me here.
Oh, same here. I just enjoy driving the track. To me, there's definitely some turns that can be challenging, and it's just running up high, especially in turn one, turn two, without tearing the right side of your car up.
Well, here we
kind of like that.
Yes, sir. Well, here we go. Adam Joslin going to be out on the track. He's going to be joined by the 4-car of Willie Howells out of Canada. These two going to be the first up of 21 tonight to try to knock their name into the Quick Time Award column. As Adam Joslin out of New England is going to take Quick Time off the bat with a 17.729. Here comes Willie Howells to the line. We'll see what he can do his first lap out. Second quickest, going to be about 4/10 slower in the 4-car. As here we go now. Second lap, we'll see if it improves for Joslin. does not. He will lose just a few tenths there. Meanwhile, Willie Howe's going to come off, complete his second lap.
Got the number 37 of Jared Berber just pulled up onto the track, and that's a familiar paint scheme on that beautiful late model. I think that was one of the very first paint schemes I had done.
Sponsors needed, yes sir, for Jared Berber. If you're out there watching it, be sure to hit him up. He's also joined out there by Mr. Excitement out of Carolina, the 81 car of Joey Lamb. Joey going to run second on the board first lap. Jared Berber's going to go to third on the board. We'll see right now if Lamb can pick up any time off of turn number 4. Will not improve. He'll stay second on the board. Meanwhile, here comes Berba out of turn number 4. Going to look for quick time. Not going to get it. So we'll go second and third through the second round of qualifying. Meanwhile, a name you should be well acquainted with if you're tuning in, watched our Thursday night stream. That's the 115 car, the Rocky Top Outlaw of Eric Tupper. He's joined out there by the Ghostbusters ride, Terry, the 75 car of Curtis Kelly.
Getting a little loose in a corner, and he's able to save it.
Curtis Kelly going to get a little loose, gathers it back up. Meanwhile, here comes Eric Tupper, the Rocky Top Outlaw, going to be 6th quickest on the board right now. He'll go through 1 and 2. Here comes Curtis Kelly. We'll go on board with the Ghostbusters ride as he goes through 1 and 2. Kind of using the bottom lane there, as I believe qualifying efforts will end for Curtis Kelly. Meanwhile, out on the track now, you've got the 75 car. That's Paul Morgan Jr., or the 55 car of Paul Morgan Jr. He's joined out there by the 47 car of Kyle Edgar, another Canadian driver. Robbie, I noticed I was watching a Kenny Wallace video the other day, and these late models, you know, pretty popular around Canada.
That's shocking. I really haven't followed up with that. I mean, I do know there are a couple of good tracks up there, and I've watched on some of the Speed 51s, and I'm starting to follow that a little bit more and been impressed. And that's another one to add to the ticker for that one.
Heck yeah, definitely so. As here we go. Kyle Edgar going to be 3rd on the board, Paul Morgan 7th. As we go out there now with your points leader, Terry Russell Brown Jr. out of Georgia in the 00 Russell Brown race cars. He's joined out there by the 70 car of Brandon Wilkinson out of New England. Here we go, Russell Brown going to come to the line this time. We'll see what he does. 2nd on the board with a 17.848. Meanwhile, you've got Brandon Wilkinson out there in the 70 car, going to run the bottom through 3 and 4 now to the top. Right there at the line, it will be Wilkinson going to 2nd on the board now, going to knock Russell Brown Jr. down a spot. We'll see if Brown can pick it up. He won't pick it up, so he'll go to 3rd on the board. Meanwhile, here comes Brandon Wilkinson off of turn 4, going to complete his lap. 2nd on the board so far. Adam Jocelyn going to remain the guy on top of the board. Out next, you've got the 83 car of Tyler D. out of Canada. He's joined out there by the 43 car Canadian driver Clinton Nichols. Got a couple of Canadian drivers going to battle here, Terry, as we go around. Tyler D. going to complete his first lap. Won't be probably as high as he'd like to be, going to be 9th quickest. Meanwhile, here comes Clinton Nichols. Nichols going to storm down the front straightaway into 1 and 2. Nichols will be 11th quickest on the board. Tyler going to bring it to the pit. Here comes Clinton Nichols through 3 and 4. Now we'll go on board with the roof cam. Looks like he's made a little contact with the wall.
Yeah, I think he just kind of looked the right rear to the wall just a little bit. I wasn't able to catch it, but I'm just kind of looking at some of the damage that he has.
Here comes Brian Hacker, the driver out of Illinois. Terry, we've watched him on the dirt, and I've had the pleasure of watching him most of this season on the asphalt side of things. Picked up a win, the feature number 1 in our first double-header night. He's joined out there by the 76 car title sponsor, Mr. Narrative Coffee Company himself, Richard Orr, in this 76 car.
Brian Hacker, top of the leaderboard right now. The best lap is 17.6.
Brian Hacker, that is quick time with a 17.697. So move him to the top of the board as here comes Richard Orr. ran the first lap about 11th with an 18.259. You can see what he does coming off of turn number 4. Little bit of an improvement, not much. He will stay 6th on the board. Here's Ryan Beagle, another Canadian driver, as he's out there with the 90 car of Clayton Kurtz. Gonna look at some of the cars sitting on pit road as we go through here. There's Ryan Beagle going to go through 1 and 2. First lap on the board was 11th quickest with an 18.251. Clayton Kurtz, meanwhile, no time on the first lap showing to be scored. We'll see what he can do as he goes through 3 and 4. Clayton Kurtz going to come off turn 4 to the line. Will be 14th quickest on the board for the Daughter Race Cars, number 90. Meanwhile, a guy that, Terry, you not only get to see but have the pleasure of racing with multiple nights a week is going to be the 89 of John Kennedy. He's out there on the track with Lou Oleski. Oleski out of Ohio has been nothing short of dominant throughout most of the season. We're going to see if he can knock one into the win column here tonight, as Oleski's going to come off of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Meanwhile, the first time for Kennedy's going to come in at 18th quickest on the board. Here comes Oleski out of turn 4. We're going to see what he can do now. It was 4th quickest. Will not improve, so he will stay top 5. Other now, you've got the 44 car Raymond Dormer out of Florida. He's joined out there by the 97 car of Blake Heather.
We all know Blake is a very good driver, very fast driver, so I would think he would be competition for the quick time.
You would definitely think so. Of course, he and Joey Lamb work tirelessly on these setups week in, week out, bring strong pieces of the racetrack every week. You're right on board now with Blake Heather right there around that dotted white line through 1 and 2 down the back straightaway. Heather going to look to put one on the board. Meanwhile, it's Raymond Dormer up to 11th on your time. As here we go, Blake Heather going to come off of turn number 4 this time. Will time in 6th, right above teammate Joey Lamb. And now you have the 91 car, going to be one of the last cars out to qualify tonight. Mr. Ram Series himself, Kyle Ramsey out of Ohio.
Yeah, I'm just watching a lot of these drivers. They're kind of straddling the stripe lines in the corners, and I usually like to run the high side. I feel like I get a little bit more momentum when I come off onto the straightaways. Oh! Got the wall just a little bit.
Ramsey going to get the wall just a little bit through 1 and 2. We'll go down to the 3 and 4, see if he can get it corrected now. Currently going to set 21st on the board. There's Ramsey. Going to complete that lap. However, you saw the wall contact. It won't count. So Kyle Ramsey going to be the 21st car to qualify, sitting in 21st. As I tell you what, let's get a word with our pole sitter. Once again, tonight's Quick Time Award being brought to you by Midwest Power Source Incorporated. And your pole setter for tonight is Brian Hacker. Brian Hacker, this is Bradley Wilson, the Backwards Hat Booth. You got a copy.
How's it going, bud?
Well, man, not as well as you're doing. Blister and Fast Laps going to pick up tonight's Midwest Power Source Incorporated Quick Time Award. Looks like that 7 car's dialed in.
Yeah, to be honest, I was a little shocked, but I'll take it.
Well, man, the Irwindale Speedway going to provide a lot of action throughout the night, as I've told the viewers already. It's, you know, predominantly a high side dominant racetrack. Do you feel like that's something that you're going to have to plan for and we'll see follow suit here tonight?
Yeah, I think if you can run the bottom even remotely, I think you got a pretty good shot. So it's like you said, it's high side dominant, but if you can get the middle of the low to work, then you're in really good shape.
Well, man, we won't keep you too long, as you're going to be in heat number 1, starting it from the pole. The first step to a great night out of the way. We'll let you get back down there and strategize with the team a little bit before the heat races. Before we let you go, though, how about giving some people a shout out if you got any?
Yeah, no, I've recently been working with Richard Orr, the title sponsor, and Narrative Coffee, and Josh Hart, who couldn't make it tonight, and Lou Oleski, who looks like came in P4, so pretty good showing. And then thanks to Jason Tarasenko and Midwest Power Source for putting up the money for Pastime.
Heck yeah, man. Well, go enjoy it, and good luck throughout heat number 1.
Thanks, man.
Once again, Terry, that was Brian Hacker going to set quick time, and man, what a time it was. About a half a tenth quicker than Adam Joslin.
Yeah, and I'm kind of curious, once we get all these cars back into race trim, will he still have the speed, or will Adam Joslin, Brander Wilkinson, or some of the other fellas back here in the back of the field actually get a good run?
Well, as you heard Brian Hacker say, big news of the night, Josh Hart, last week's winner, we were going to interview him, not in attendance tonight, sits second on the board. You got to think only 12 points back. Joey Lamb's going to see the opportunity to capitalize. As we'll get a talk with Joey here, coming in third in the points a little later on in the night. He is in heat race number 1, though, with Brian Hacker. As it'll be Hacker going to lead us to the green flag. Joey Lamb will start inside the second row. Looks like we'll have Curtis Kelly outside the front row, or outside the second row as well. Lou Oleski's going to start from the pole, or from the outside front row. Here we go. We'll get a look at it now. As you see, Brian Hacker, they're going to start inside the front row. He was your Quick Time Award winner tonight. Lou Oleski going to start outside the front row. Joey Lamb out of Carolina will be inside row 2. Curtis Kelly to the outside of row number 2. We're getting them all settled now. Looks like Clinton Nichols will also be in heat number 1. He'll be starting inside the third row. To the outside, he'll have the 55 car of Paul Morgan Jr.
Starting in 7th position will be the car number 43 of Clinton Nichols, and we're green.
Green flag in the air. Brian Hacker, Lou Oleski going to go into turn 1 side by side. We're going to see who has the advantage. Hacker to the bottom, Oleski to the outside. Here comes Curtis Kelly. Joey Lamb going to do battle for third. Meanwhile, lap 1's going to be led by Brian Hacker, the driver out of Illinois. Lou Oleski second. Curtis Kelly, Joey Lamb still going to do battle through 1 and 2. It'll be side by side behind the first two as they've kind of broke away single file.
Now that's side-by-side racing. That's going to allow those top 2 leaders to pull away.
Joey Lamb now, we're going to look for third. We go into turn number 1. Curtis Kelly going to get the wall just a little bit. That's going to allow Lamb now to go to third. Meanwhile, Curtis Kelly still gets the wall just a little bit down the back straightaway. As
now looking into the inside of him, will he make the pass coming out of turn 4? He will clear him at the front straightaway.
Here we go. We're going to go back into turn 1. You saw the cars there as you got Willie Howell's going to currently run in the 4th position. Get a look back at the view.
Oh, we have a spinner coming out of turn 4.
It'll be the 55 car.
Paul Morgan Jr.
Paul Morgan Jr. going to go around. We'll get it back straightened up. We will stay clean and green here, as it's going to be all Brian Hacker still, but Lou Oleski is coming. Not exactly sure. Give me 1 second there. A little blind spot in that camera or something. We do apologize. As let's see if we can get it straightened out here. Not exactly sure what's going on with the bumper camera feed tonight as we work to get it straightened out. But however, you are seeing Joey Lamb right now running third. Willie Howell's going to be 4th. Up front, it's all Brian Hacker as laps winding down in heat number 1. Hacker, the quickest man in qualifying tonight. Evolution Chassis Works on the back of that 7 car out of Illinois. As he's going to go through 3 and 4 once again. Lou Oleski still giving chase, but it's been Brian Hacker, Terry, with about 3 car lengths from the drop of the green.
Yeah, ever since he got in the elite, he did not look back. He just put the pedal to the metal and just said, see ya.
See ya indeed, as has control of heat race number 1. Meanwhile, Clinton Nichols, problem with a 43 car, as he gets it spun back around, almost a collision with a 55 of Paul Morgan Jr. Nichols is going to get it straightened up, but laps winding down, and here comes our leader.
Yeah, it looked like Nichols just got a little loose coming out of the corner and was fighting it down the straightaway and eventually lost it.
Well, checkered flag in the air. It's going to be Brian Hacker picking up heat number 1 from the pole position. Lou Oleski to finish second.
Definitely dominated that race. And finishing third will be Joey Lamb. Followed by him in 4th place will be Willie Howes.
5th place will be the 55 car of Paul Morgan Jr. As we get set to go, here. With heat race number 2 going to be lined up here momentarily. See some people out in the chat. AJ Rogers, Russell Brown Jr. getting it done. He is indeed. The 43C Racing Channel's Clinton Nichols checking in here. Heck yeah. As we continue on, action already underway. Hey, if you're out there in the chat, drop us a line. Let us know where you're at. As you know, last week we switched over to the strictly YouTube side of things. We got great reviews after last week's race. So, and not as easily accessible as Facebook, Terry. However, share that link out there and get us spread around. Get some subscriptions. Hit that subscribe button so you can keep up with all the action here at Backwards Hat Productions. Here we go. They're getting lined up right now in the staging area. It's going to be the 38 car of Adam Joslin leading us to the green to the outside, Terry. Our points leader, Russell Brown Jr. in the 00 car.
Yeah, and right behind them on the inside on lane 2 is number 44 of Raymond Dormer. And to his outside will be the, I believe it is the 76 of Richard Orr.
Yes, sir, indeed. 1 row back from that's where you're going to find the 48 car of Ryan Beagle and Kyle Ramsey. Kyle Ramsey and Joseph Halsey going to round out heat race number 2. They're coming out of the staging area now. Going to take one go. Green flag in the air. I thought we were going to take a pace lap. We just started it extremely late. However, Adam Joslin going to be your leader. Oh, big contact for the 44. Raymond Dormer going to get the outside wall. Demolishes the right front of it. He will stay going. Kyle Ramsey, a little bad luck too, as he's going to be stopped on the backstretch. Complete restart.
Oh, okay. That's what's going on.
And we are going to get a complete restart here. There's a good look at the 81 car sitting on pit road of Joey Lamb. As here we go, we'll try it again. They're going to go through 1 and turn 2. Going to come to almost a complete crawl here. Kyle Ramsey going to rejoin the field as well as Raymond Dormer. Great look at the scenery of the Irwindale Speedway. As you know, Terry, this track at one time was, has had its scares for the fans of the Irwindale Speedway, as it's been close to closing quite a few times. Glad to see it's been revived, though.
Yeah, I remember reading articles about that, and I've heard a lot of people say like it seems to go through this scare about every other year. But I mean, this is a very popular track. I hope nothing ever happens.
Me too, as meanwhile, here goes heat number 2 back underway. It's going to be Adam Joslin runs the bottom. Your points leader, Russell Brown Jr. out of Georgia, going to be the challenger down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Joslin will hold the lead through 3 and 4. It'll be Russell Brown, Richard Orr going to be back there in quite the midst of a battle. He's trying to hold off the 48 car of Ryan Beagle. Here comes Kyle Ramsey right to the back bumper. We'll go see if our back bumper cam is a little more cleared up here. Well, I said that. Look at
the spun in the middle of turn 4.
I'm not exactly sure what's going on with our rear bumper cam tonight. It's only that one camera. So,
that's odd.
Yeah, definitely.
The engineers down there.
Definitely kind of weird as Richard Orr going to go around. He will get it straight, though, as we continue on. Adam Jocelyn going to be your leader, the New England driver, followed by your points leader, Russell Brown Jr. Raymond Dormer, after the early incident, Terry's worked his way into third spot.
Yeah, I bet he was happy to see that redo. Once the green flag came back out, he moved straight through the field and was about 4th place before they got in the middle of turns 1 and 2.
Here we go, as it's going to be Raymond Dormer now going to try to set sail. We'll see if our front bumper cam's working as we get a look. Raymond Dormer, they're going to go through 1 and 2 down the back straightaway. Gives chase to Russell Brown Jr.
It looks like he's slowly starting to reel him in a little bit, especially in the corners.
Kyle Ramsey going to be back there in a bit of traffic in the 91 car, as he does battle with Joseph Halsey and the 48 car of Beagle. Single file, though, right now, everybody right around the top. A 3-car freight train up front being led by race leader Adam Joslin out of New England. Joslin able to keep him at bay as laps wind down, Terry.
Yeah, I think Joslin, as long as he can keep the car out of the wall, keep it all, keep it all in one piece, he will definitely take this heat victory.
There's a look at Russell Brown Jr. once again running second. Raymond Dormer doing everything he can try to reel in the 00 car. Get a little look on board, virtue of the gyro cam, Raymond Dormer's 44 car out of Florida. Dormer kind of running that higher line. Meanwhile, Russell Brown a little bit lower on the track.
Yep, that's just what I was getting ready to bring up, as you notice Dormer. Oh, I think he just made contact with the wall a little bit. But I think that's how he was definitely able to start reeling in Russell Brown Jr. was running that high side.
Little bit of contact, and Terry, as the night goes along, you're going to see guys get right up against the wall all the way through the corners. It's going to be interesting, as sometimes the risk of maybe using up the right side of the car pays off big with a reward of picking up a win.
It can, but all it takes is one mistake to rip your right sides off, and you can go from looking to victory to being in the garage.
Well, heat race number 2 is going to come to a close. It'll be Adam Joslin out of New England picking up your win. Russell Brown's going to run second, your points leader. Solid outing should set him up nicely come dash time. And then Raymond Dormer going to finish third. As everybody knows, on Sunday nights, the top 2 going to go into the dash to see who could set the pole for the feature. As Brian Hacker is going to be won your quick time, won his heat, but Terry, that's going to start him at the back of the dash, so it'll be interesting to see what the 7 car can do in traffic for the first time.
It's always interesting to put a fast car in the back. I think that's why a lot of short tracks sometimes do inverts. It just makes it a little bit more interesting for the fans, and I think this will be a great show for everyone out there.
Well, let's get a talk. I'm going to get a talk with Joey Lamb real quick while we're in between heats. I said I was going to do it. Joey Lamb, this is Bradley Wilson in the backwards hat booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir, I do.
Well, strong showing in heat race number 1. I wanted to talk to you, though. I told the viewers I was going to get an interview with you real quick before we got too deep into the night, because you're sitting third in points, only a few out of second. Josh Hart not in attendance tonight. Weeks winding down. You were the short track truck series champion. How's it looking for the rest of the season, and what's the mindset going into tonight?
Well, tonight, I mean, we're just taking it race by race. I'm not really focused on points too much this time. Russell's just so consistent every week, and he's just getting into these dashes, and he's just killing me on the points. But, I mean, we're just really taking it race by race again. You know, we missed the dash again tonight, but we're looking a little bit more towards the feature for myself right now, trying to get everything set up. So, but yeah, we're just having a pretty good showing tonight. Hopefully definitely finish better than last week. So
I was just fixing to mention, you know, I got to bring it up last week. Heartbreak for you. Had a strong car and a few mishaps there. We saw the contact with Kyle Edgar, who's going to start second row inside of this race. Did you talk it all through the week? Maybe go over that little incident, or is everything looking good going into Irwindale here?
Yeah, we reached out. You know, we talked, exchanged words, and got over it, and it's really no big deal. Don't really carry grudges, but same thing. It's a new week. Anything can happen. I'm open to get doored by anybody, and maybe do a little bit of dooring myself. So we'll see.
Heck yeah, man. We'll let you get back to it as heat race number 3 going to get on the track. But, man, thanks for taking time out for us as always, and good luck moving on.
Thank you.
Once again, that was Joey Lamb. Terry going to come into tonight third in the points. As going to be exciting for Mr. Excitement all night. Meanwhile, green flag in the air. It's going to be the 70 car of Brandon Wilkinson going to lead us to the green. Blake Heather, Lamb's teammate, going to be out there running second. There is Kyle Edgar in the third. Burba going to get contact into 3 and 4.
Oh, we keep it low. Is he going to slide back up? Oh, no one hit him.
Burba going to go around. Minimal damage to the 37 car, as I believe that is going to slow the field, and that's going to give us a chance to take a look at just what happened there. He caught the tail end of it. Here, we're going to go live here. Kyle Edgar going to make the move on Burba down the back straightaway. Burba gets off into 3, maybe looking for the crossover. Little contact with Tyler D there. And around goes the 37, but like you said, Terry, he was able to keep it clean and get it woed up.
Yeah, it was good driving on everyone's part to see that. I really thought he was going to slide back up the track and we were going to have one heck of a wreck.
Here we go once again. We'll do a little race rundown of heat number 3 as we were interviewing Joey Lamb there when it started. You will have Brandon Wilkinson in the 70 car going to start from the pole to his outside, the 97 car of Blake Heather. Row number 2 going to be the 47 of Kyle Edgar and Jared Burba, virtue of the complete restart.
Looks like starting in 5th place on the 3rd row is going to be the number 83, Tyler D, and to 4th place to his outside, John Kennedy.
Here we go, back to green, heat number 3. Little connection issue there for Wilkinson. That's the blinking you're seeing. Maybe having a little connection to the server problem right now. However, he is continuing to lead.
Trouble again for the 37 car.
Burba going to go hard into the wall. You see the right side of the car pancaked. Tough brakes already for Jared Burba in heat race number 3. Meanwhile, it's Blake Heather to the lead in the 97 car. Wilkinson now going to run the bottom. Challenges out of turn 4. Slides back up in front of Edgar. They'll go nose to tail into 1 and 2.
I think Edgar's he has a great run coming out of the corner. He's right on the bumper, the number 70, Brandon Wilkinson. Looking to the inside on turn 3.
Here comes Kyle Edgar to the bottom, down the front straightaway. Going to see if he can move himself into the top 2. Give him some slight contact there, not enough to really even wrinkle the door. Will keep it good. There goes Wilkinson down to the bottom, looking for the White Castles out of turn number 4.
Oh, can he do it?
Not going to quite get there, as it'll be Kyle Edgar with the run. Throwing it deep, selling it cheap already is Brandon Wilkinson out of New England. However, it will be Kyle Edgar still remaining in the 2nd position. Tyler D's going to run 4th. Then you've got John Kennedy with a little problems on the 89 car. Stopped into the entrance of turn number 3. Looks like he will get it going now. Another guy out here is the guy that we talked about, the Rocky Top Outlaw, who's been dominating the wing sprint cars on Thursday nights. Trying his hand at the asphalt side of things. Currently running in the 5th position. Tell you what, we're going to see if maybe Blake Heather's bumper cam works any better. As there you go, you see it now. Looks like we've got a good connection to, well, I said that and it went blank again.
We just got to quit talking about it. I think we're jinxing it.
There it goes. It picked up feed again. Maybe it's that spot on the racetrack. I'm not exactly sure, folks. Like I said, I know it's not connection issues on my end because every other camera is working perfectly. So, nonetheless, we may be without the back bumper cameras tonight. However, it will be Blake Heather going to lead heat race number 3. Kyle Edgar still under attack from Brandon Wilkinson.
Yeah, I still think Brandon's going to. He still runs a little bit lower than the number 47, so I still think he's going to try to throw that slide job on him again.
We'll go nose cam with Kyle Edgars. Here we go. He's going to look to the bottom, down the front straightaway. Not going to quite get there, but he'll drive it in even deeper on the bottom. Little contact, as it'll be Kyle Edgar holding off the charge once again. Heat race number 3 is a great one if you're just tuning in. This is the third of 3 heat races, and we're seeing a heck of a battle for the pole sitter dash. However, Kyle Edgar's going to hang on, man. What a great run for the 47 car, and it'll be Blake Heather picking up the win. So tell you what, we're going to have a little bit of a break right here before we get set to go dash racing. You're going to see your top 2 from the heat races do battle to see the top 6 starting spots of tonight's feature. And we're going to get a word with Brian Hacker, heat race number 1 winner. Brian Hacker, this is Bradley Wilson. You got a copy?
I got you.
Well, man, we might have to get you a permanent spot up here in this booth tonight. Won the Quick Time Award. Went out 1 heat race number 1. What do you think that 7 car is going to do in traffic now as you're going to have to come from the back of the dash?
We'll see. I think the guys starting in front of me are going to be pretty quick, so I'd be shocked if I can make it up front. But you know, I'd love to start in the top 2 rows. So if I can get up past 4th, that'd be good in my book.
Well, man, we've seen 3 heat races down. You're going to pick up the win in heat race number 1. Adam Jocelyn's going to pick up heat race number 2 win, and then Blake Heather. Pretty much all 3 of you starting inside the front row of your respected heat races. Do you see the pattern starting to kind of build up?
Yeah, I do. I definitely do. I know Adam's fast. He's always fast. I know he hasn't been around lately, but he's always quick. And Blake's quick too. So Lou's starting right in front of me. So it'll be a quick dash, that's for sure.
Heck yeah, man. Well, we're going to let you get set for it as you're getting to line up now. But good luck, man.
Thank you.
Once again, that was Brian Hacker, the driver out of Illinois. He's going to be in the 7 car. You heard it there, Terry. A quick dash indeed as you got your top 6 from the total heat race finishes. Top 2 out of the 3 heats going to do battle. Virtue of the invert, the first 2 heat winners going to start on the back row.
Yeah, that's definitely going to say this is going to make for a very exciting race, having your faster cars in the back, and let's see how quick they can, how many laps it takes them to get up front.
Well, there you see the car is going to go down the back straightaway into 3 and 4, almost at a crawl. They're going to be led to the green by the 47 car of Kyle Edgar, your Canadian driver, and your points leader. You heard Joey Lamb talk about it. Consistent, Mr. Consistency all season long. Green flag in the air. The dash is underway. Who's going to win the pole for tonight's race here at the Irwindale Speedway? So far, Kyle Edgar going to be out front. Russell Brown now to second. Blake Heather, Lou Oleski going to do a little door banging going into turn 3.
Lou E's looking for 3rd place.
Get a look at the action behind him. Virtue of the Kyle Edgar roof cam. Everybody going to scatter through 1 and 2. Blake Heather, sparks fly off the 97 cars. He gets the outside wall out of turn 2 just a little bit.
Oh, but don't look now. We got a battle for the lead. Number 00, Russell Brown. Looking to the inside of the 47.
Russell Brown to the lead. You're going to see him come off of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Virtue of our back straightaway cam we've got set up. It'll be Russell Brown, Kyle Edgar still side by side through 3 and 4. Terry, that's allowed the pack to close up just a little bit.
They having all 6 cars are, you can throw a blanket over them. Oh, contact.
Oh, contact. Heather Oleski makes a heck of a save. Now further contact.
But wait. Oh, everyone is still. Oh, Kyle Edgar just got rear-ended. All kind of excitement on that lap.
Man, a lot of excitement happening right now. As you see, Brian Hacker now going to throw the White Castle's Kyle Edgar. He will get clear. What an exciting dash.
Wow. I mean, there was excitement between 6 cars. This just goes to show you it's all about quality and not quantity. If you got 6 great drivers, they will give you some excitement.
I believe, I'm trying to see, Folks, as we've told you, we call it lap by lap through the heat races and the dash, as I'm waiting to see. I believe that was just going to be the caution flying.
I believe so, because I've noticed all the cars are still here pacing. We're still single file right now, and I haven't seen anyone double up yet.
Here we go. We're kind of just waiting in anticipation to see if that was the end of it, or maybe the caution was thrown.
I don't know, personally, I like to see more.
I'm telling you, it started to be an old-fashioned slugfest there for just a second. Paint being exchanged in each corner.
There's definitely a lot of sheet metal that's going to have to get repaired before tonight's feature event.
Yeah, definitely going to have the boys in the fab part of the crew go to work on these things. As waiting to see now. Kyle Edgar looks like Kyle Edgar's gonna go back to the point here. Looks like race officials have waved him around Russell Brown. So it'll be interesting to see what shakes up here, the remaining part of the dash. I've got to assume we're gonna go back green, Terry.
I'm hoping so. Like I said, I think what happened with the 47 of Kyle Edgar was when all the cars were spinning in 3 and 4, he actually kind of woed up a little bit. I think that allowed a lot of other drivers to get by him.
Kyle Ramsey, the head race official, owner of the Ram Series, doing a great job here, getting these guys all lined up. Looks like we may go single file for the restart. Terry, it's exciting for you and I to watch, but you got to wonder among the drivers right now, maybe some tempers flaring there in the old dash.
I mean, we're beating and banging and dashing. I can't wait till the feature, and I can guarantee short track racing brings out the tempers, and we are green.
Green flag back in the air. It's going to be Kyle Edgar leads us to the green in the dash. Laps winding down. Russell Brown going to run the top. Here comes Blake Heather on the bottom, though, down the backstretch.
Looking to the inside. Will he clear him? I don't think so. I think the 00 is going to have the momentum on the straightaway.
Not quite going to get there. He'll fall back in. We'll go on board with Russell Brown as you see him chase Kyle Edgar. Meanwhile, he's got a mirror full of the 97 car. Blake Heather into 3 and 4 one more time. Russell Brown going to run it a little lower now. Here comes Heather to the high side. Got Lou Oleski behind him. The 6-car freight train going to work around the top side of the Irwindale Speedway. It's being led by Kyle Edgar this time. Go down the backstretch. Still going to be Kyle Edgar through 3 and 4. Got about a half a car length, now a quarter of a car length. And Russell Brown Jr.'s there, Terry.
Oh, I think Russell's just be waiting. I mean, it's just short track. Bump and run.
Bump and run.
38 sideways, I'll bump it back straight away.
Oh, big pile up in the back here. As it'll be the 38 car of Adam Jocelyn going to get going.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he got a little loose coming out of the corner. Probably got on the throttle a tad early and sent the rear end around.
Well, Kyle Edgar is going to win one of the most exciting dashes we've seen all season long. Meanwhile, we're going to get a talk with heat race number 2 winner. He just completed the dash. Adam Jocelyn, this is Bradley Wilson of the Backwards Hat Booth. You got a copy.
Yeah, I got you.
Well, man, you're going to pick up heat race number 2 win. Ran into a little problems there in the dash. An exciting dash nonetheless. How's that 38 car feeling come feature time?
I think we'll be all right. I think we're going to be starting on the outside, so that'll help. It's pretty good.
Well, as I mentioned to the viewers a few minutes ago, this is a predominant high side racetrack. Everybody knows it coming in here. Who can get their car to work on the bottom is going to be, you know, if you can get your car to work down there, it may only work for a few laps. Tires, I would think, is going to be the biggest key of all tonight, though.
Yeah, just got to take care of the tires, not overheat the right front or the right rear, because if you're either too tight or too loose, it's just going to kill your car.
Well, man, we want to get a word with you as you picked up the heat race number 2 win. Before we let you get back down there, make some laps before the feature starts. Does everybody want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, Davis Chassis Works, 5-star bodies. I got the Navy on the car. AJR Designs. Yeah, I think that's about it. Full Throttle Motorsports and AJR.
Well, man, we'll let you get back down to it, but good luck moving throughout the feature tonight.
Thank you.
Once again, that was Adam Jocelyn. Going to pick up the heat race number 2 win there in the 38 car. Terry, I tell you what, why don't we let you get back into the interviewing saddle, and I'll let you interview heat race number 3 winner, Blake Heather.
All right, let me pull them on up here. And I am unable to.
See, 1 second, I'll get him pulled up here for you.
Get it? Hey, Blake Heather. Oh. This is Terry Mason from the Backward Hat Production booth. How you doing today?
Oh, you know, just getting over the whole rush of that heat race. Wow, that was some fun.
Oh man, you guys put on one heck of a show out there. I mean, whew. Well, one thing I wanted to ask you when watching this, do you think track position is going to matter? It'll be the key in tonight's race.
Yeah. I mean, if you got a fast car, you're definitely going to want to be out front and not have to fight your way through traffic. 'Cause it's, I mean, you kind of seen what happened in the heat race. You know, there's a little bit of beating and banging going on. You're going to see that probably all race here. I don't know, depending on the track state here this afternoon. I don't know what's going to entail, but track position is definitely going to be the key. And if you can, I mean, if you have a car to pass people, man, you're going to go somewhere.
Yeah, that's one thing we were definitely watching during the heat races. A lot of cars trying to dive it down low and almost kind of slide back up on the high side. Look, a lot of cars on the high side can keep the momentum to the lower car from making the pass.
Yeah, there towards the start, me and Lou, I thought he was coming up a little bit, so I pushed up, and then he got a better run, and I'm assuming before his spotter said clear, I don't know, we kind of come up and touched a little bit there, and, you know, we all saved it and gathered it up. I got tagged in the left rear a little bit, and then we went into 1 there coming at a 2, and I think he just checked up just a little bit more than I did, and I was back in the throttle, and we barely touched, and man, that was a hell of a save by that. I was like, damn.
We saw a lot of great saves, and I think we're going to be in for. You guys are going to put on an excellent show for us, everyone, tonight on the main feature. But before I let you go, is there anyone you want to give a shout out to?
Oh, I just got to give a shout out to everybody at JLR, you know, Joey Lamb Racing, everybody that, you know, came on board with us with Tidal Brewing and WG Landscaping and Backwards Hat Production. Obviously, you guys are on there, and then, you know, just everybody that helps around and gives pointers and whatever. Because I'm not really a setup guru on these cars. I'm starting to learn a little bit on them. But, you know, yeah, my speed doesn't show that I don't know what I'm doing on the sit-ups, but we kind of just play guessing, and sometimes we hit on something.
I completely understand that. I'm about the same way. Well, man, good luck on tonight's feature event.
I won Heat 3. Come on.
Oh, I'm sorry, my bad. Congratulations on your Heat 3. Like I said, that was probably the best race. I mean, there was so much excitement going on. I was trying to watch all 6 cars, and I mean, you guys could throw a sheet over you. You guys were so close.
Oh yeah, I kind of wish there at the end we were able to do double file, because I think it would have been a whole entire another ball game if we went double file there. But you know, single file, I don't know what has happened behind me. I just kind of hit my marks, and I was trying to get Russell there and not try to run him over or anything. You know, I kind of tapped him on the rear bumper to see if I can get him a little squirrely and make him move, but he just held his line and he kept going. So I mean, it was hard fought, 3rd place for sure.
Oh, definitely. Like I said, you know, I think even believe at one point when you started the race up front, you fell to the rear pretty quickly.
I started 4th.
Okay. Dash. It may have been another. I thought I saw you getting the outside wall, and but all in all, I do want to. It was always good to talk to you. I haven't talked to you in a while. I haven't been up here in the booth, so I'm a little out of habit. So please deal with me, and wish you luck tonight.
Thanks, guys, and hopefully you guys have a blast broadcasting tonight.
Oh, we're going to.
Once again, that was Blake Heather going to pick up heat race number 3 win. Terry, a lot of excitement going to be had here tonight throughout this feature, so it's going to be interesting to see. I'm going to let you talk with a man who led us to the checkered flag there in one of the most exciting races to date. And it was just a dash race, 6 drivers, but we'll let you get a talk with Kyle Edgar.
All right. Hey, Kyle Edgar, this is Terry Mason in Backward Hat Production Booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, sure do.
Man, congratulations on that victory. That was one heck of a race.
Yeah, thanks. Me and Russell had a pretty good battle there, side by side, and when the caution came out, I started slowing down, and I guess nobody else heard it, ran in the back of me, but that's no big deal. Pretty good heat race, finished second, won the dash. It's been a while since I've been in the dash. I'm sick of starting at the back and getting these hard chargers.
Well, after taking that victory, this kind of increase your confidence going into tonight's feature event?
Oh, for sure. You know, I haven't had any heat race points or dash points really in the last 3 weeks, which has been hurt me, and starting up front should be good. Although there's really good people starting behind me, but we'll see how we fare out here.
Yeah, I mean, that's one thing I was talking with Blake Heather about just a few moments ago. I personally feel, I'm not the one on the track, but I think track position is probably going to be a key to tonight's race.
Yeah, I agree. The outside is definitely where you want to be. The heat race and the dash, we saw people diving to the bottom, trying to do some sliders, but I think if you set up your car, you can start seeing that bottom groove pick up and see some passes come for sure.
Awesome. Well, man, before we let you go, congratulations again on your heat victory. And is there anyone you'd like to give a shout out to?
I got to give a shout out to Left Turn Motorsports, Jake Watts and everyone down there. DN Chassis, Clutch Graphics, Backwards Happer, putting this on. Kyle Ramsey, he just released the new K&N schedule today, which is pretty exciting, and can't wait.
Well, awesome, buddy. Well, congratulations again on your victory, and good luck tonight in your feature event.
Thanks, guys.
Once again, that was Kyle Edgar, the Canadian driver, going to pick up your dash win. As we see drivers continue to make it, and look who is here. I just saw him unload, going to get on the track for the first time tonight. Joshua Hart, we thought he wasn't going to be in attendance, going to have to come from the back as he's second in points. I tell you what, man, let's get a talk with him. Joshua Hart, this is Bradley Wilson, the Backwards Hat Booth. You got a copy?
Sure, gotcha.
Well, man, you can hear the excitement in my voice as one of the big storylines tonight was second in points, not in attendance. However, you have made it, unloaded, got to run a few practice laps. Man, you're going to have to come from the back tonight in a track that is predominantly high side dominant. How's it gonna happen, and how are you gonna get it accomplished?
Well, hopefully I can just do what I did last week. Just got caught out today doing family stuff and didn't make it home in time, but I think we got a good car, and hopefully I can charge it towards the front again.
Well, man, we're gonna let you get back to it here. Maybe get a few practice laps in, get all that time you can. But like I said, when I saw you pop into the server, I thought, holy cow, we got to get a talk with him as second in points, last week's winner. I want to talk a little bit about Five Flags real quick for a second, as you were able to pick up the win there last week in a pretty dominating fashion.
Yeah, I appreciate it. It was just a great car, and just all over the track, the car was just awesome, man. I could run it high, low, and I think we got a good setup. It's pretty much this setup this week is something that I worked on from that, so it should be pretty good, and hopefully we can get around these cars.
Well, man, you picked up the hard charger last week and the win as well in a race that was one to behold. So we'll see if you can do it again here tonight, and good luck, man.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Once again, that was Joshua Hart going to come into tonight second in points. Always a guy we like to get a word with. Terry, I think things just amped up even that much more if it was even possible.
Yeah, because I think we talked to a lot of folks earlier. They were kind of, I think they hit it, but I think they were excited that he wasn't here because they could gain some points on him, on the leader. But now that he's here, I think everyone just went, oh no.
Well, nobody go anywhere. We're doing a very brief servitor changeover here tonight, as I've made sure that we cut down the downtime you're seeing in half. So bear with us here. Feature racing going to start here very shortly, as we want to once again remind everybody that Backwards Hat Productions has gone strictly YouTube. After the feature racing and the racing we saw Thursday night with the 360 sprint cars, I got numerous messages about how much better the clear the picture was, how there was no screen lag that the Facebook streams can cause. So I want to take a second, apologize for the inconvenience of the Facebook stream not being the chosen route that we go to. However, share the link, get it out there, get subscriptions. Let's build up the YouTube side of things so everybody can see the great action that is had here week in and week out on Backwards Hat Production TV, or Backwards Hat Productions. I started to say TV. But nonetheless, and as for all of you that are out there, man, drop us a line. Let us know where you're tuning in from. We always like to hear from the viewers. Like I said, just a quick server changeover happening now, and we're going to get set to go with your feature for tonight. Terry, I can only imagine what we're fixing to see as we see 22 cars now with the addition of Joshua Hart hit this track.
If it's anything like we saw during our heat races and our dash, and just don't turn the computer off, don't turn your tablet off, I think you're going to be in for one heck of a race at the short track here at Irwindale.
Man, one of the things that's interesting, you said the computer and the tablet. One of the things I heard, as you can hear the cars in the background, we're going to go back live now with the racing action. But one of the things I heard throughout the week from multiple people is thank you for going to YouTube, and how much easier it is now to watch the races on a smart TV even. As you get a look, a little bit more sun out here at the Irwindale Speedway. The track temp up to 95 degrees. We got an 85 degree outside temp. Not exactly. I tell you what, let's pull up the schedule real quick here. We'll take a look at it. Just trying to hit all the bases before we get going. Got about 3 minutes left before we're going to hit feature racing. We'll take the ticker down. As you see it, weeks winding down. It'll be 2 weeks left of the 8-week season after tonight. Irwindale 50-lap feature coming your way. Then we're going to go to Concord, North Carolina next week. A 50-lap feature around the always challenging Concord Speedway. Following up, folks, as if the points battle wasn't tight enough, if points weren't a big enough thing, we're going to cap an 8-week season off. Everybody's put all they can into it, and we're going to cap it off with twin 40s. Somebody's got a big chance to, you can either cash out, hit big pay dirt at the Thompson Speedway, Thompson, Connecticut for your season finale, or that's 2 chances to possibly see your season's work go down the drain. So it'll be interesting. Over on the dirt side of things, you can see it back Thursday night. As always, the 360 sprint cars. We'll be at Williams Grove, at the Grove in Pennsylvania this week for a 30-lap feature, followed by the Knoxville Speedway, Knoxville, Iowa, going to be 40 laps, and then we're going to cap off that season 50 laps at the Volusia Speedway Park. So it's going to be exciting all the way around. It's just getting better week in and week out. As you heard Kyle Edgar mention, the Ram Series on the social media side of things, releasing the next seasons. As you know, they run 8-week seasons here through November. And Kyle Ramsey released the last bit of information about the upcoming season. It will be the K&N cars, the old K&N what it is, it's the older version of the Cup car, and you're going to see it on some of the best short tracks around the country here on Sunday nights. And then on Thursday nights next season, you're going to see the UMP Modifieds. So definitely want to get subscribed, want to keep up with all that action as this season winds down. They start a new season. One note is the coverage you see on Sunday nights will move to Tuesday nights in the next season. I tell you what, we've spent an awful lot of time talking about the Ram Series, talking about all this and that. Let's get Mr. Ram Series himself up here and get a rundown of it. Kyle Ramsey and Bradley Wilson, the backwards hat booth. You got a copy. Kyle Ramsey and Bradley Wilson, the backwards hat booth. You got a copy.
Yes, sir.
Well, brother man, I've been sitting here hyping these folks up about all the action we're going to see tonight here at Irwindale, as well as giving them a little look into the future. Next, I saw that the details for the next season have been released. We're going to see the K&N cars on Tuesday nights, and then we're going to see the UMP Modifieds on Thursday nights.
Yeah, man, what a day it has been. You know, we've been working on a lot of things to get it finalized over today. You know, one of the things that we brought out was the schedules for both of those series. Then we were fortunate enough that Russell Brown and Russell Brown Race Cars renewed their sponsorship here, going in for the dirt stuff on Thursdays. And we're working on a title sponsor right now for the K&N cars. We're real close on getting that finalized. So hopefully in a couple days we'll be able to publicly release who that's going to be. But you know, we're still, just like we did with these two series, we're looking to get some more sponsors in, to get some payouts for the guys, you know, hard charger awards and stuff like that, which a lot of these guys, you know, have never been in a league like that before. And it was even new for us, but it's been very enjoyable for the drivers and the sponsors alike. So we're hoping for some more great things next couple days.
Heck yeah, man! We're gonna let you get strapped in, ready to go. But good luck throughout the feature, and we'll get a word with you afterwards.
Thank you, sir.
Once again, that was Kyle Ramsey, owner of the Ram Series. As here we go, folks, 50 laps coming your way. Gonna be Kyle Edgar in the 47 car, leads us to the green. To his outside will be the 00 car out of Georgia, Russell Brown Jr. Row number 2 is going to look like this. It'll be Blake Heather in the 97 car out of the Midwest region. To his outside, Lou Oleski, the driver out of Ohio. One row back from that's where we're going to find Brian Hacker. He was the Quick Time Award winner. Picked up heat race number 1. That car is going to be starting in the 5th position to the outside. You'll have Adam Joslin, heat race number 2 winner. You saw all of these guys do battle in one of the most exciting races we've seen so far, and it was just a dash. Now you're going to throw in 17, 18 more drivers who want a shot at it. Joey Lamb will make up the next row. In the 81 car out of Carolina, Mr. Excitement, you've got Ryan Beagle starting to his outside. Next row will be Brandon Wilkinson in the 70 car. To Brandon's outside, you're going to have the 4 car of Willie Howells. One row back from that's where you're going to find Kyle Ramsey. And to Kyle Ramsey's outside, you're going to have the 83 of Tyler D, as well as a host of other cars. Here we go, pace cars in 50-lap feature getting ready to start. Kyle Edgar going to lead us to the green flag. Green flag in the air. Edgar on the loud pedal. It'll be he and Russell Brown Jr. as well as 19 other cars going to go into turn 1 and 2 side by side. Here we go. Down into turn number 3. It's still going to be Kyle Edgar, Russell Brown for the top spot. Blake Heather, Lou Oleski, Brian Hacker going to run the bottom through 3 and 4. Closes up just a little bit. Then we've got a little bit of separation as you cover the top 6 with a blanket. Here comes Hacker to the bottom now. Gonna work 3 wide. Blake Heather in the middle. Gonna be the 38 car. Adam Joslin on the outside. A little bit further back in the pack, there's Clinton Nichols in that 43 car out of Canada. He's going to do battle with Curtis Kelly in the 75. Get a good look from the back bumper of Clinton Nichols, although the camera's still spotty, so we'll get away from that. Not exactly sure what's going on with our bumper cameras tonight. Like I said, every other camera in the house is doing great. So, nonetheless, some exciting action as we're going to take you back to our backstretch camera now. Field going to come off of turn number 2. There you see him go storming by down the back straightaway into turn number 3. There's a look at John Kennedy in the 89 car. The driver out of Illinois is going to try to work his way up from the 20th starting position, already up to 13th. Big moves being made by Kennedy. Going to do battle around Kyle Ramsey. Here we go, 3 wide. Josh Hart going to make it exciting into turn number 1. Digs the bottom through 1 and 2. Now down. Oh, contact. Clinton Nichols, Joseph Halls are going to get together behind Josh Hart. Here we go down the back straightaway now. Hart's already up from the 22nd position to 10th. As Hart's now going to get it loose in 3 and 4. Gathers it back up in front of the field, but it's going to be a traffic jam. Little bit of damage to the 95 cars. He was on the roll. Gonna fall back. Was up to 10th. Lost 6 positions in that little exchange. Meanwhile, here we go. It's a traffic jam once again. Right now, this is the most exciting battle on the racetrack, as you can cover about 7 cars with a blanket. Josh Hart, the Narrative Coffee Company, number 95, trying to work his way up through the field. Hart now back down to the bottom. It'll be 3 wide once again through 1 and 2. Hart's going to get it just a little loose. Gathers it back up now. Cars continue to storm around this half-mile racetrack. We're going to go back up towards the front just a little bit, where it's a freight train of cars right around the top. Russell Brown Jr., your points leader coming into tonight, leads the action. Meanwhile, back here in about the 5th, 6th, 7th positions, you have Blake Heather, Brandon Wilkinson, and Brian Hacker. There's a look at your race leader, Russell Brown Jr. Going to continue to lead. We've got 13 of the 50 scheduled to run down, 38 laps to go. They're going to work down the back straightaway one more time. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you think? I think it's time to crank it up. We're going to give you some of the sights and sounds of the Irwindale Speedway. As we say it, caution flag's gonna fly. Not exactly sure what happened with the wreck there. May have
roll through and see if I can find what had happened here.
See what had happened here was, as Jared Berba looked a little off pace, could have been the 76 of Orr. I see him slow as well. Not exactly sure what happened.
Watching the 76 right now going into turn 1, and he just got loose in the middle of 1 and 2 and spun her around.
So there you go, single car spin by Richard Orr out of the Northwest region brings out the caution flag. The first caution flag of the evening. It comes on lap 14. Here we go. I tell you what, I'm going to get a talk with a man who we haven't really got a talk with yet. We're going to see how that car's feeling for him, though. Look for his radio channel. There it is. Russell Brown, this is Bradley Wilson of the Backwards Hat Booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, man.
Well, man, points leader coming into tonight, Mr. Consistency once again, going to make it through the dash and find yourself leading this 50-lap feature. How's that 00 car feeling?
It's pretty good. It's a little free right now. Hoping it don't free up anymore. Actually, I kind of hope it would do just like it did last week and snug up something, but probably not going to happen.
Well, man, like I said, you started from the outside front row, quickly found the lead. You think you got what it takes to hold on to it?
I don't know. I know Adam Johnson, he's really quick, especially here. You know, we're just going to try to take lap for lap and see how it goes.
Well, man, we're going to let you get back down to business. Before we do, is there anybody you want to give a shout-out to?
Yeah, just all my sponsors, my guys with me out, stuff like that. Yeah, couldn't do it without them.
Heck yeah, man. Well, good luck, as it'll be 32 laps to go, 31 next time by. But hopefully we're talking to you from Victory Lane.
Hopefully so.
Once again, Terry, that was your points leader coming into tonight. The 00 car, Russell Brown Jr. out of Georgia.
Like he has a very dominant car, and he'll be leading us to the green flag here in just a moment.
It will indeed, as we get set to go. Car's going to creep through 3 and 4. Russell Brown wastes no time picking up the loud pedal. Green flag back in the air. We're back under racing. 31 laps to go. There you see the car storm through 1 and 2. Russell Brown going to get the advantage over Kyle Edgar by about 0.7 of a second now. Edgar going to close it down in 3 and 4. Caution flag's going to fly. There's a big pile up out of turn number 2. Not exactly sure what happened there. As
I see some damage on the 75 car of Curtis Kelly.
Oh, Kyle Ramsey going to get loose.
Oh, yes.
Kyle Ramsey gets loose. Curtis Kelly, heavy contact. Burba going to be in it as well as a host of other cars. I'll tell you what, I feel like we've probably got a pretty good view of this from our back straightaway camera.
Oh, it looks like there was a little something with a few cars in front of the number 91, of Kyle Ramsey. That car got loose in front of him, and he possibly may have checked up.
Well, there you see the carnage out of turn number 2, virtue of our back straightaway cam. Big pileup, going to be about 7 cars involved in all.
A lot of hard hits.
A lot of hard hits. Indeed. The big story of the night was Josh Hart came in, missed practice, qualifying in the heat races, but came in, he's here in attendance, 2nd place in points. As we get a look at the 95 car, there it is on your screen. Started 22nd, he worked his way up to 10th, got loose, collected it, a little damage to the 95 car. He is back up here in 13th. So something to keep your eye on, Terry. Josh Hart, 2nd in points. Had to start from the back. He's up to 13th. There's a look at your points leader and current leader of the race, Russell Brown. And then you've got Joey Lamb setting 3rd in points. He's in 9th. So there's your top 3 point standing drivers coming in as they run. Kind of spread out throughout the field a little bit.
Yeah, but we still got a ways to go. I mean, some of these guys could just be driving conservatively, trying to keep the car in one piece. I mean, in order to win it, you have to keep the car there, and you have to finish.
Well, there you see it, folks. We're 24 down, going to be 25 this time as we continue to ride behind the Ford Mustang pace car. We're about halfway through the race. Still think it's just about anybody's race, at least inside the top, we'll say about the top handful, top half of the field. You know, things can happen here quickly, Terry, and one little hiccup, one little misjudgment from somebody up front, and there's a pile up. And if you're, you could be sitting 13th, 14th, 15th spot, and you miss this pile up, all of a sudden you're in the money.
Right, you're sitting in a catbird seat. You went from middle of the field up front and ready to take that checker flag.
Well, here we go. Russell Brown Jr. going to lead us through 3 and 4. Ford Mustang pace car makes the hard left. Green flag in the air. Brown's going to waste no time back on the loud pedal. You look at the field come to life, virtue of the roof cam on the 00 car. There's the 38 car going to go down to the bottom. Adam Jocelyn. Looked like could have been Joey Lamb. Might have got the wall off of turn 2. A little bit of damage to the 81 car. Like I said, though, Robbie, in the pre-race show, you're going to run up there. You're going to pay maybe the risk of the reward of using up the right side of the car to be fast here. There's Blake Heathers. He's going to do battle with Lou Oleski. This for the 4th and 5th positions. Then there's Brandon Wilkinson in the 70 car behind him.
I noticed the 70 car. He likes to run that low side. He's actually making a lot of good passes down there.
Not afraid to bring the White Castles is the 70 car of Brandon Wilkinson. That driver's out of New England. As here we go down the back straightaway once again. 23 laps to go. Be 28 down to the 50 ran. Russell Brown going to make it 27 to go, or 27 laps. Yeah, I can't do my math. Anyways, nonetheless, we ought to stick to just talking a little less math. As here we go, Russell Brown is going to go into turn number 3. Still a lot of great action, but we're starting to see it kind of single file out.
In the number 70 of Brandon Wilkinson, he was able to make that pass to move up into 5th place, but don't look now. He is on the bumper of Louis Oleski for 4th place.
Here we go. We're going to go on board, get a look at Lou Oleski in the sights of Brandon Wilkinson as he continues to be on the charge. Now going to run it down to the bottom. Here we go. Going to cross the stripe this time. 20 laps to go. No better time to crank it up, Terry.
Oh, let's do this.
A lot of great sights and sounds to be had around the Irwindale Speedway here. 17 laps to go. Russell Brown Jr. still going to be your leader, but he is being haunted by Adam Jocelyn in that 38 car. Brown going to run the top through 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway, here comes Jocelyn.
Oh, there was all kind of side-by-side excitement during that crank it up. Tall car sliding through the grass in turns 3 and 4. It looks like we are side-by-side for the lead going into turn 1.
Here we go. Stack these 4 cars on top of each other. Cover them with a blanket. Adam Jocelyn now going to make the strong move. Takes the line away from Russell Brown Jr. New leader through 3 and 4. It's going to be the 38 car of Jocelyn, the driver out of New England.
Brandon Wilkinson also now starting to look into the inside of Russell Brown in middle 1 and 2. Will he be able to pull it onto the straightaway? No, still side-by-side.
Side-by-side into 3 and 4. Meanwhile, there's a hungry Kyle Edgar trying to get his nose up into the fight. Lou Oleski just kind of watching it all happen. We're going to take a look now at Oleski and Blake Heather as they continue to run right there. We're going to go on board with Blake Heather and show you the action that's shaping up in front of him. As you got Brandon Wilkinson still running the bottom, Adam Jocelyn on the top. Russell Brown Jr. led most of the race so far, however, has slipped back just a little bit. Here we go, battle for the lead into turn number 3.
I think the 70 car is probably the strongest car I've seen run the inside this entire race.
He's definitely got it hooked up there as Adam Jocelyn continues to run the high side. They're going to go door by door through 1 and 2 as it's going to be new leader once again. Brandon Wilkinson in the 70 car out of New England. Going to come to the point. He started 9th, folks, as an 8th position pickup to take the race lead with 10 laps to go.
I just can't help to think, listening to our interview earlier with Russell Brown, how he was saying his car was a little free. If it's gotten too free where he can't carry the speed in the corners.
Well, there's your points leader, Russell Brown Jr. coming into tonight and running 4th. We'll take another look at Josh Hart right now as he's closed the gap. He's up to 7th from 22nd. And then we'll take a look at 3rd place points runner right now, Joey Lamb, who's dropped from the 7th starting place to 9th. So once again, we're kind of monitoring your top three, keeping you in perspective of what's going on with them. As there's Lou Oleski. He's going to do battle right now in between 1 and 2 in the points. You got Russell Brown Jr. and the 95 of Josh Hart.
That's a heck of a run of Josh Hart's made, just to show up, not run any heat races, just only get a few laps of practice to move through the field this quickly.
Lou Oleski right to the back door of Russell Brown Jr.
Oh, battle for the lead, side by side in turn 3.
Go back to the lead. Here comes Jocelyn back to the bottom. It'll be a battle for the lead side by side into turn number 1. Jocelyn edges ahead just a little bit. Now going to look to slide Wilkinson off of turn 2. He will complete it.
We crossover maybe.
Crossover actions. We're seeing sliders and crossovers galore up front. Now a little contact as drivers battle inside. 5 laps to go. Katie bar the door. Anything can happen.
I tell you who probably has the best view of this is the car sitting in 3rd place, just hoping, you know, something may happen between those 2 leaders, and he could take advantage of it.
Kyle Edgar, we're going to go on board the roof cam now. There you see your 2 leaders battle just a little bit. Edgar has to pedal. He gets sideways a little bit through 1 and 2.
Old commentator curse. We mentioned him, and he started having a little bit of issues, but it looks like Blake Heather is slowly starting to wheel in our 3rd place runner, Kyle Edgar.
Here's the battle. It's been side by side for the lead for the past 5 laps. Brandon Wilkinson now back down to the bottom. Here comes Adam Joslin. He's going to work around him. No clear advantage. Give it to Wilkinson at the line that time. 2 laps to go. Whoa, doctor, she's on. Here we go. Wilkinson going to show him the door through 1 and 2 down the back straightaway. It's still Adam Joslin within about a car length. Anything can happen. Do you think we'll see a bump and run?
Oh, it's short track racing. We're going to see a bump and run.
It's short track racing, babies. Adam Joslin sails that thing off in there, tries to get it to stick. 1 lap to go.
Oh, here we go. I'm nervous. I want to see what happens.
Going to run the top side. Oh, it's going to be Wilkinson off of turn number 4. Going to pick up the win tonight here. Irwindale Speedway, ladies and gentlemen. It doesn't get any more exciting than that. Brandon Wilkinson's going to come up 8 spots to pick up your win tonight. Adam Joslin picks up 4 to run 2nd. Kyle Edgar 3rd. Blake Heather in 4th. Josh Hart from 22nd to 5th is going to finish the last car in the top 5. Russell Brown slides to 7th after leading most of the race.
That's not a hard charger award, then it doesn't exist.
Tell you what, we've got them stopped now as you continue to just kind of catch your breath after calling a race like that. But Terry, we're going to let you get an interview with 3rd place finisher tonight, Kyle Edgar, in that 47 car.
All right, sounds good.
1 second, let's get his radio channel. Here we go. Take it away, Terry.
Kyle Edgar, this is Terry up in the Backward Hat production booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Man, congratulations on a 3rd place finish.
Yeah, thanks. That was pretty fun. Brandon and Adam, they were obviously wicked fast, and they were beating and banging. 5 to go, and I was sitting 3rd. Just ready to pounce if they got tangled together, but I'll take 3rd. Dash win and 2nd in the heat, so pretty good points tonight.
Oh no, you put a beautiful showing on tonight. We were actually discussing that during the broadcast. You probably had the best seat in the house, watching those top 2 with Brandon and Adam battling out side by side, and just talking. If there could have been any contact, that you were there in the catbird seat, ready to take advantage.
Yeah, for sure. That's what my goal was. If they got together, then I would have pounced, but. You know, I was right up behind them, and then going into 1 and 2, I got pretty squirrely and lost on my momentum, and they kind of got me about 2 car lengths. But yeah, if they got together, I was there to pounce.
Awesome, man! Congratulations again. You brought the car home in 1 piece and 3rd place finish. Before I let you go, anyone else you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, Left Turn Motorsports, CN Chassis, Clutch Graphics. You guys for putting this on. Kyle Ramsey again for putting this league on, and everyone that's out there in the the broadcast watch, and thanks for coming along.
Well, awesome, but we appreciate talking to you, and we'll let you get down there and debrief with your team.
Thanks, guys.
Once again, that was the Canadian driver, Kyle Edgar, going to pick up a top 3 tonight. Edgar started from the pole, Robbie, there you go again. Edgar started from the pole, Terry, and was the highest finisher of anybody that started up front, so hats off to him on a solid night. We're now going to go to the second place finisher of Adam Joslin. As here we go, Terry, take it away.
Adam Joslin, this is Terry from the Backward Hat Production booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Man, you and Brandon put on one heck of a show for all our viewers tonight. Congratulations on the second place finish.
Yeah, thanks. That was fun. I knew I had to get up there. I saw them coming in the mirror. I didn't think I could actually pass from those guys on the bottom, but I did it. But it drove better in traffic than it did the lead. Once I got to the lead, it just got too loose off too. So when Brandon went by me, I thought, oh, he's gone, and then it started tightening back up. And I got to his outside, got to the lead again, and the thing started snapping loose again.
Well, all I know is, man, it was you two put on one heck of a show. Excellent racing. Guys didn't take each other out, but there was definitely looked like there was some beating and banging in the corners.
Oh yeah, there was. It was all in good fun though.
Oh, of course, short track racing. Well, man, before I move you down to debrief with your team, anyone you want to give a shout out to?
I just want to thank the Ram Series for the league, Backwards Hat for the production, Brandon for racing me clean there. That was actually the most fun I've had in a while. Davis Chassis Works, the Navy, 5-Star Bodies, AJR Designs, and Full Throttle Motorsports.
Awesome, man. Again, congratulations on your second place finish tonight.
Thank you. See you next week.
Once again, that was second place finisher Adam Joslin. I'm now going to pull up tonight's Hard Charger, the Hard Charger Award, as always this week, being brought to you in part by Evolution Chassis Works. So let's get a talk with him. He definitely made it exciting, gave us something to watch, as if there wasn't enough already. As actually, I was going to get a talk with him. It looks like he may have already vacated.
He's in the lobby. Very bottom one.
That's your winner. I'm looking for Josh Hart.
Nope,
Nope.
I think he did leave.
Nonetheless, Josh Hart tonight gonna pick up the Evolution Chassis Works Hard Charger Award as he came. Oh, here we go. He may have been listening out there to the broadcast. I'll tell you what, there he is. Josh Hart, this is Bradley Wilson, the Backwards Hat booth. You got a copy?
Gotcha.
Well, man, made it exciting once again as you picked up another Evolution Chassis Work Hard Charger Award. Second week in a row, and you did it from coming up from 22nd to 5th. What was it like out there for 50 laps?
It was really loose on entry for about the first, I don't know, I'd say about 20 laps. I think I almost lost it a few times, but yeah, just after the tires worn out a little bit, it was great. And if these races were a little bit longer, I think I could have had something for them, for the leaders there.
Well, man, not only did you pick up the Hard Charger Award from 22nd to 5th, you also made a great day out of what possibly could have been a bad one, as you're going to be the highest finisher of the top 3 in points coming in.
Yeah, it's a good points day for me, but I missed the heat, so hopefully I can come out of this and finish in second overall. That'd still be pretty good.
Well, man, we're going to let you get out of here, but before we do, is there anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Just thanks for everybody that puts on the league, and thank you for the broadcast, and thank you, Narrative Coffee, Richard, for sponsoring the series here. So it's pretty fun.
Heck yeah, man. Well, we look forward to seeing you back in action next Sunday night. As I think you and I, before I let you go, I think you and I still need to lobby to Kyle Ramsey a little bit about getting these cars on dirt. That Eldora show, still one of the funnest I've had.
That's absolutely right. I think you should just add one extra week and let us finish it out on dirt. That would be great.
There you go. Well, man, congratulations once again on the Hard Charger Award, and we'll see you next Sunday.
All right, appreciate it. Hopefully I can make it on time. See you guys then.
Once again, that was Josh Hart, always a great guy to talk to, picking up your Evolution Chassis Work Hard Charger Award. Well, Terry, without further ado, we're going to let you get down there to Victory Lane. Victory Lane, as always, being sponsored by The Hub. Use Sim Racing Giveaways. You can contact AJ Rogers over there at The Hub, as you can always find some great quality equipment at a discount price. But here we go, Terry. Let me make radio contact with tonight's winner. Take it away with Brandon Wilkinson.
Brandon Wilkinson, this is Terry Mason from the Backward Hat Production Booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, man, I got you.
And congratulations on the win. You put on one heck of a show for us tonight.
Yeah, thank you. The car was good. Definitely, I was surprised when I came in and found out it was an open setup race. But my guys at Scott Erickers Chassis have built some really good race cars in the past, so we took a setup, not from here, but from another track, and just made a gear change, a couple changes that I made, and it was pretty good. You know, we were a little off in the heat race. That caution killed us in the heat race. I think we probably would have had the heat race, but you know, going from 9th to 1st and battling with a guy like Adam was really fun. So, you know, we'll take it.
Oh yeah, we were talking with Adam earlier, and we love the side-by-side racing that you guys were doing for like probably the last 5 laps, in that there was no no wrecks. You guys, you know, leaned against each other a little bit, but that's short track racing. And one of the things I want to talk about your car is, like, you were the only car that was really able to make passes down low.
Yeah, I don't really know why, but I've always set my cars up to run the bottom like that, because I know coming from 9th, I knew I had to make a couple changes that I knew I had in the bag that the car could handle to pass on the bottom, because you can't pass on the top when you start 9th and get to the lead. So we had to take a swing at it, and my guys made a great call to take a swing at it. I think it was pretty good in traffic. Just we got out front there a couple times, and it was really, really, really loose. But once we got back behind them, I don't know if it's just the fact that you want it more when you get behind somebody or what, but no, it was good. Yeah, the car rolled pretty good on the bottom. Just that's all credit to my guys. You know, they work really hard, but they don't at the same time. They're really good. I just get to drive them.
Well, man, you drove the wheels off of it today. Give that crew chief a raise. And before I move you back down so you can celebrate with your team, anyone you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, of course. Got to thank Scott Erickers Chassis. Scott Erickers is the main man over there. Does everything. He puts in a lot of hours that he doesn't have to. And luckily, we just had a really good setup from a different track that just rolled really good tonight. Connor Blaze Enterprises, James Milbacher, another great teammate, good spotter. Just everybody that helps out, all those guys. No sponsors on the car. Actually just lost a sponsor a couple weeks ago, so feels good to go out there and you know, show that we still got it. So yeah, that was fun. Just gotta thank Adam for, you know, really running me clean, probably putting on the show of the year, and Kyle for letting me run tonight. It's just a blast.
All right, buddy. Well, I do appreciate it. And to anyone listening wanting to put their sponsor on a car, Brandon Wilkinson can definitely show you, put you up front of Victory Lane.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you guys for broadcasting. Always do a good job.
Thank you, Brandon.
Once again, from the Hub Used Sim Giveaways Victory Lane, that was Terry Mason with Brandon Wilkinson. Put on one hell of a show to pick up the win. As we're going to take a look now, do a little rundown of the standings. Brandon Wilkinson once again going to pick up the win. Picks up 8 spots from the 9th starting position. Adam Jocelyn picks up 4, is going to run 2nd up from 6th. Kyle Edgar going to be the highest finisher of the front starting guys. Falls 2 spots to 3rd. Blake Heather going to go from 3rd to 4th. Then you've got Joshua Hart, your Evolution Chassis Work Hard Charger, 22nd to 5th. Terry going to pick up the top 5.
That's just amazing to make that run with no practice.
Lou Oleski will finish 6th. 7th will be Russell Brown Jr., your points leader coming in tonight. Willie Howe's going to finish 8th. Ryan Beagle going to finish 9th, and rounding out your top 10 will be Mr. Excitement, Joey Lamb.
In 11th place, you'll have, excuse me, the number 43 of Clinton Nichols, followed by him in 12th place, and number 7 of Brian Hacker. In 13th place, we have Paul Morgan Jr., and behind him in 14th is Eric Tupper. 15th place, we have John Kennedy, and in 16th, we have Joseph Halsey.
Richard Orr, Mr. Narrative Coffee Company himself, going to start 17th, finish 17th, 1 lap down. Will be the first car laps down. Raymond Dormer in the 44 is going to finish 18th. 19th will be Kyle Ramsey, the driver out of Ohio, in the 91 car. 20th, after just another heartbreaking week, will be Jared Burba. I was joking around with Jared Burba last week and said that we may have to come up with a backwards hat production Jared Burba Hard Luck Award. Is you got to think that he's going to get the ship righted any day now. I know he's had some tough luck, but hope to see him back in action again next week. And then Curtis Kelly going to round out the field. Actually, I take that back. Curtis Kelly's going to finish 21st. There were 22 cars in the field tonight. Tyler D going to be the last car retired early, 36 laps down. Well, we want to give a shout out to our sponsors here at Backwards Hat Production before we get out of here. Ram Designs, Kyle Ramsey and the crew put out some of the slickest stuff, both asphalt and dirt. You can check them out, your number one place for wraps on the iRacing service. Check them out on Facebook, Ram Designs. Thompson Seed and Garden out of Muskogee, Oklahoma. You want to spruce up that flower bed, maybe give that yard a new look. You're in the Muskogee area, look no further than Thompson Seed and Garden. 5 Star Drafting Incorporated, our plans outrank theirs. That's our Florida partner. You can go check their Facebook page out, as well as they're always uploading quality content that, you know, if you're in the Florida area and you're looking for maybe that forever home, or, you know, just plans on a new business or anything, you can definitely look no further than 5 Star Drafting. When they say our plans outrank theirs, nothing further than nothing, you know, closer to the truth than that. The Brake Shop, Muskogee, Oklahoma, or another Oklahoma partner. If you're in the Muskogee area, they specialize in brake and muffler work. Nothing's going to get that ride stopping faster, sounding better than our friends over there at the Brake Shop. Tell them Laurel Haven sent you. Well, Terry, that wraps it up, man. An exciting night here from the Irwindale Speedway, Irwindale, California. One of the races that this track is well known for, and what a battle all the way down to the finish for the lead.
Oh, it was the race was great. The heat races were great. The dash was great. This just goes to show these cars belong on these types of tracks, and they put on one heck of a show.
Well, something else that's going to be one heck of a show is tomorrow night. You can join us right back here, Backwards Hat Productions. As we took the week off last Monday night, I got to turn some laps in the trucks at Kentucky, but we're going to be back with the SimSpec PC Monday Night Thunder Series, brought to you by the NMNTS Racing Series. And we're going to do it from Rossburg, Ohio, the Eldora Speedway, for the second annual BA Graphics Mud Summer Classic. Terry, I know that you're going to be in that field tomorrow night, man. You looking forward to it?
Nope, not at all.
Nope,
I'll
not.
be really honest. I'm not a dirt guy. I'm an asphalt guy, and turned some laps earlier this week at Eldora, just trying to get some knock off the rust, and yeah, they're probably still painting the walls.
Well, then after that, we're going to take 2 nights off. No broadcast for Tuesday and Wednesday on the schedule yet. However, if you're watching this out there and you have a race coming on Tuesday night, or on Wednesday night, or just a league that you need a one-off broadcast for, we are available. You can message us for pricing and details on the Backwards Hat Productions Facebook page. As myself and Robbie Buckner always monitoring that page, so get with us, and we will get you taken care of. We will be having back in action on Thursday night. It'll be another Wing Thursday. The 360 Sprint cars going to be back in action once again. Going to be a heck of a show. I hope you all tune in, as those guys over there always putting on a great show. Eric Tupper, the Rocky Top Outlaw and Company, you know, not much that you can say that hadn't been said about the great racing we saw over there. So nothing you're going to want to miss. And that will wrap up our week as always on Thursday nights. Well, that is it, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you all enjoyed the great racing as much as Terry and I did tonight from the Irwindale Speedways, the Ram Series Crate Late Model Division. Everybody have a safe Monday as you return back to work, and hopefully we'll see you back here tomorrow night for some truck action in the dirt. Rossburg, Ohio, going to be the site of the Monday Night Thunder Series once again. For Terry Mason, I am Bradley Wilson. This is the widely imitated, never duplicated Backwards Hat Productions. Y'all have a safe night, and we'll see you back here tomorrow night.